a big fight that I was looking forward to, and this really irritates me. Good old Neil Magny. Neil Magny has put himself at the top of the wins column for UFC welterweights. He's got 20 wins. GSP had 19. Magny's been fighting for 10 years in the UFC, and they completely ignore this guy. The level of disrespect, I believe, that they give to Neil Magny is kind of gross. He's really good. He performs well. He's got big wins over some guys. Like he's been competing for a long time. He's been winning for a long time. He got submitted by Rakhmonov, who's the undefeated guy from Kazakhstan. That guy's a stud, super stud. But Neil Magny like gets things done. He's got a win over Geoff Neal, lost to Chesia, decision to Chesia. He beat Lawler, Rocco Martin. He beat Jingling. He beat Santiago Ponzinibbio, Craig Wright. I mean, he's been fighting 2013. He's been fighting a long time. He's got a win over Carlos Condit. He lost to Dos Anjos. I mean, he's been up there and competing at a high level. And I don't know why wasn't he the headliner? Why wasn't he the headliner? Why is he less of a draw? Why is he less of a draw than the Rodriguez Lemos? I don't understand that at all. I don't know anything about Lemos and Rodriguez. Are you guys really forking out money to watch that main event, to watch Lemos and Rodriguez? Is that the fight you guys want to see? Is that the fight you're like, oh, I can't wait to throw my money at these guys so I can see that fight? I don't get that at all. That's an undercard fight. And you've got Neil Magny, who's been doing work for 10 years. You're not going to let him headline that card? 27-10-0. Pretty good record. Been fighting in the UFC a long time. It's a lot of fights with top guys. I feel like he should be headlining more cards and he should be fighting more top 10 guys. But they've wedged him into a position of gatekeeper, and I don't think it's good. Is it because, well, we know it is. It's because he doesn't have as big of a following on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and TikTok and whatever the crap. He doesn't move the needle in that sense for him enough. So they don't give him the push. Brian T is saying Neil Magny has 54,000 followers on IG. Yeah, so like if he had 100 or 200 or 500,000, maybe he'd get more of those prime times, whatever. He doesn't talk enough smack. He's not controversial enough. He's what? Because like he fights hard. He pushes the pace. There's a lot of action in his fights. Like he's a cardio guy. He pushes that pace and he finishes fights. He finishes fights often. So like it doesn't make sense to me in a sporting sense, but entertainment, it's all entertainment. And he doesn't have enough followers. So here's a good comparison. Brian T says Sean O'Malley has 2.7 million followers. So is that really what this has come down to? Is popularity contest now? Oh man, it sucks. It's really because this kind of stuff sucks for guys like Neil Magny. He doesn't want to play their game, or he's not good at playing their game. He's not enough of a criminal. Maybe he needs to rape somebody and have them cover up his rapes. Like what's the deal? Yeah, big respect for Magny. Hayes family saying big respect for Magny. He's a tough guy. If I see his name on the card, I'm interested in watching the card. But like he doesn't play the out of the cage antics and BS that I guess those people want. I guess the suits from the UFC, that's what they really want. You know, it's gross to me. Topher is saying Geoff Neal's ranked in the top 10 now, so Magny's still got a good win recently. He's tough. Like you're telling me Neil Magny loses to George Masvidal? Really? I don't know. I'd like to see him fight Colby. Has he ever fought Colby? Is that a fight that's happened? I don't have the greatest of memories. Like, I don't know, man. He seems like he should give him bigger fights, give him a bigger name. Let him headline the card. No, none of this co-main event crap. Disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful. Topher bringing the heat. It's a promoter's job to promote fights. If you have a fighter who's not a big draw, figure out a way to promote him. All the UFC does is say, do stuff to promote yourself, and the UFC takes credit. Exactly. UFC forces the fighters to promote themselves and then uses the fighters to promote their brand. It's gross. It's completely backwards. It's 100% backwards, man. It's 100% backwards. Absolutely ridiculous.